Hey guys, yes I am in my heated house in a hat and a coat. Like my hat? I love it, but one of the pom-poms for the koala bear's ears is missing. Hey, I'm here with a very quick kind of update, kind of review thing. As you know, it is Harry Potter month and I am elbows deep in Harry Potter. As of today, I am on only book 4. I will talk about this in a minute. I have so far read all 3 of the first Harry Potter books, and because there's so many of them, I don't really have the time at the moment to do full reviews for each and every one as far as the video goes, but I do so far have a review of the first book on my blog. I'm figuring at the end I'm gonna do like a massive series review, and meanwhile I'm trying to get through them all. But I'm gonna do these quick little updates sporadically just to keep you on board and to let you know so far what I'm thinking of the series. So I read the first book in a matter of a few short days. I liked it. It obviously wasn't my favorite because it's just like the beginning of a series where they're setting up everything and the world. And while I do love world building, I thought, you know, it wasn't exactly I liked it. I loved it. It was a great book, but it wasn't, you know, anything I would hoot and holler about. The writing is fantastic, but it still felt very kiddish to me. I mean, obviously it's a child's book, so. The second book I liked a lot more, although I did have some issues with the writer I have issues when a writer doesn't really trust their audience, and although it's a children's book, I still think that some of the repetition from the first book wasn't really necessary. So that's one thing I didn't like about it, but I really did love the story and I was really anxious to get through it. So I finished this one in an even shorter amount of time than the very first one. I loved it though. For the third one, I actually lost my head over this book. I thought this was my favorite so far. Professor Lupin, he's my favorite character so far. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just like Professor Lupin. I don't know. I have no idea. But this was my favorite book so far. I thought it had, even though I knew what the twist was, I thought that the twist was still surprising. I thought that the writing was really good. The repetition of events from previous novels was still there, but it wasn't quite as bad as the second book. And I found that happens quite a few times in series. But yeah, this book, I loved it. It took, like, I literally sat up all night one night and just read through the thing. I was so entirely into this book. This is the book that I'm working on right now, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. How do I feel about this book? Okay, this is really hard for me because as far as the movies go, Goblet of Fire is my favorite movie. As far as the books go, so far, this is my least favorite book. It's just, okay, the first chapter is really, really good. It's really interesting to get away from Harry's head for just 5 minutes. And then as soon as we're back with Harry, I got bored. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, everything is still really interesting. It's just, I guess I'm missing that sense of adventure because everything's still kind of slow at the moment. I am 262 pages in and I feel honestly like not much has happened. And it's 700 pages and I'm way behind and it's causing me a lot of stress. I'm just hoping that it really picks up soon. I know what's gonna happen, but I just really want to see where they're gonna take it. So far, I'm still liking this book, but I'm missing the sense of excitement that I had when I was reading the third book. So that's where I am with Harry Potter. I am hoping that I'll be able to finish the 4th book by the end of this week so that I can start the 5th book. at the moment it's looking like I'm not gonna be able to finish all 7 books, and that's kind of disappointing, but not really, because I am known to be a very slow reader and it takes me a while to get through long books, especially long books that are kind of slow in the beginning. So I'm just hoping that by the end of this week I'll be able to finish The Goblet of Fire, and then I should be able to get through at least books 5 and book 6, depending on what's going on in my outside life. So how are you doing in this month? Are you in the middle of something? Have you hit a slump like me a little bit? Comment, share, discuss, and don't forget to have an awesome day, because you're awesome. And yeah, bye!